Okay, last time I showed you how to use bibme.org to kind of write a quick citation or a quick reference, but this is how you really do it longhand. So if you don't have your computer, you have your brain. Write these steps down and take some notes. And this is how you would write one completely from scratch. Okay. The first thing you need is the author. The author is Margaret Roos right here. But for APA, we put the last name first, then the first initial. So Roos, comma, M. And then we need a date. So if you can't find a date, if you cannot find a date, you put M period, D period with no date. But guess what? When we look down right here, October 2008 is a date. So you're going to put down October 2008. Put another period. And now we need the title. The title is Biometrics Definition. So we just write that down. Biometrics, I can't spell today, definition. And put another period at the end, okay? Now this website is called, I'm not sure if you can see it, but Search Security. And you would put the website's name, Search Security, just how they have it. And that goes in italics, see, that's italics. And the last bit you need is this thing called retrieved from. It basically tells whomever, really, like what is the basic website you use. So retrieved from, and you just get the small basic URL. Okay, because URLs can change from time to time. Okay, so there you go. Now, that is the basic reference, okay? I'm gonna write that. So at the end of your paper, you would write that, and you say, oh, okay, this is where I got it from. Now, during your paper, wherever you use it, for example, if you said something about biometrics, this is like, I'm just basically gonna make it easy on myself. I'm gonna copy this right here. I'm going to paste it. Just making it easy on myself, okay? Now remember, I need quotation marks. That's a Z, that's not a quotation mark. I need quotation marks. And I need the author's name, so which is what Rose. I need the date, October 2008. And because it's a quotation, I need which page. Well, there's no page numbers on this, so I count the paragraphs. 1. Alright, so it's going to be paragraph, P-A-R-A, 1, period. That's exactly it. Now, that's a direct quote. If we paraphrase, meaning using our own words, then it will look something like this. Let's see, biometrics deals with biological data. So you basically see I'm using the word biometrics and maybe the word biological, but the rest are all my words. That's called a paraphrase. And for a paraphrase, you need the author's last name and the date. But do make sure these are basically all my words. If I use like anything with science, technology, and measuring, analyzing, I might as well just quote it, okay? But that's a longhand way of doing it. So you should be able to do this with no problem. If you have questions, just give me an email. And by the way, APA has this thing called hanging indent. See what I had to do here? And when you're typing out a paper, you actually have to make it indent the second line. I'll tell you why. Because, for example, if you have 2 citations, now do you see how easy it is to see? This is citation 1, or this is reference 1. This is reference 2. Now, you would never have 2 of the same references, but let's just, for example, say this is actually from the future now, 2011, and it's the same author, but we just say biochemistry or whatever. And then same offer. I'll even change the offer. It's going to be R, right? So that we can see, okay, this one is this, and then this one is this. Otherwise, it's kind of hard to really focus on which one's what. So APA is kind of weird. They call it a hanging indent. It's done on the second line, okay? If you have any questions, just give me an email.